Hello and welcome to the recorded cardio resistance session. If you haven't already, pause this video and start off with a warm-up today. It can be your choice, or click the link below for one of our warm-ups. As well, feel free to have water beside you. It'll help you get through the workout, as well as putting on some music. I will not put on music this session, so you can enjoy your own selection. All right, so to start off with today, I just want us to go through all the exercises of the first set, and we'll go through them 3 times. But first thing, I just want us to be familiar. So first exercise we're going to do today is a dead bug on steroids, or a pelvic tilt with a knee march. The next exercise we're going to get to is a toes knees push up. So pushing up on your knees, but doing the eccentric on your toes. As well, you can do the variation on the wall. The next exercise we're going to do is a familiar Russian twist, or a seated arrowhead push-up. Again, we'll go through this in greater detail when we get to it, just giving you an idea. The next one we're going to do is a plank to down dog plus a toe tap. Starting in a plank, shifting our body upward to a down dog plus a toe tap, or a chair variation. After that, we're going to go straight into mountain climbers. So that's using high knee drive, part of our cardio session, or a elevated version. The next one is a walking glute bridge or heel drag. Again, depending up to your capabilities or what you would like for the day, you could choose either variation. All right, those are our exercises for the first set. We're going to go through it 3 times, pausing in between for a break. Oh, sorry. And then we're going to go through the last 3 exercises 3 times. So it'll be more clear when we're into this. So let's start off with a dead bug on steroids. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. All right, dead bug on steroids, aptly named since we're holding a dumbbell and doing a dead bug, shifting each leg down and back up. If you're doing the other variation, you're going to be keeping your core tight, trying to bring your rib cage down to your pelvis and pelvic up to your rib cage with a pelvic tilt, and then you're doing a knee march. Bring your knees up. Good. If you're choosing this dead bug on steroids, try to press your belly button into the ground. Doing similar action to what this variation is, you bring your pelvis up and your rib cage down in a pelvic tilt. Great work. 5 more seconds. Keep it up. 3, 2, 1. We're going to go into our toes, knees, push up. It's putting the weight off to the side. And we're going to be pushing up on our toes. Pushing up on our knees and down onto our toes. Good. So this emphasizes the eccentric movement of the push-up. Good. There are other variation. You can do it elevated onto a wall or even a bench. If you're doing it on a bench, please make sure it's pressed up against something so it doesn't slide out from under you. Good work. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll give you time to grab a dumbbell or get a seat. And we're going to go into our Russian twist and seated arrowhead sit up. And let's go. All right, with this one, we're twisting through the core, tightening up. We're getting our external obliques. And then we're going to alternate with a leg raise. This will add a greater challenge as we're starting to involve some balance. So we'll start with one leg, the other leg, and then both legs up is the most challenging variation. Our other variation here, we're leaning back into our chair, then tightening up through the core to sit ourselves up, bring our hands up above our head. Good. With this variation, use as much intention as you can to tighten up through the core, bring your rib cage down, pelvis up as we rise up. 3, 2, 1, and we're going into a plank to down dog plus a toe touch. This is an awesome mobility exercise. So we're going to rise up into a down dog, touch the opposite hand to the opposite foot, and then sink our hips back down into a plank. If you're choosing the chair variation, you'll do the same thing except with the foot raise. All right, let's get into mountain climbers. This one's all about that cardio resistance part. So our cardio part of the cardio resistance circuit. So this one's all about that fast knee drive if you're choosing the left side variation. Right side variation, driving our knees up, keeping our core tight. 3, 2, 1, walking glute bridge. So we're going to shift our position. I'll give you a second to do so. And let's go. All right, with this one, keeping our hips raised up at all times. I want us to rise one leg up each at a time, tightening up through our core. Good. So this is doing two things. It's getting our glutes as well as our core. Alternatively, you can do this other variation. Okay, and we're shifting straight back into a plank to down dog plus toe tap. Fantastic. These are a little bit quicker. They're only 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, mountain climbers. Shifting our energy a little bit for some higher intensity, driving our knees in toward our chest. Great work, keep it up. 10 more seconds left on these. The faster you go, the more challenging it will be. 3, 2, 1, flipping over and getting into our walking glute bridges or our heel drags. Our heel drags are getting our hamstrings and our glutes. Good. Three, 2, 1, break. Awesome work. All right, we're going to be going through that circuit again. So take a break, grab some water as you need, change your playlist if you'd like, and we're going to get right back into it. And let's go. We're going to go back to the dead bug on steroids or pelvic tilt plus knee march. Key focus here is keeping tight through our core. Good. Try and bring the belly button down to the ground and doing those pelvic tilts. Fantastic. Additionally, if this is feeling a little bit fiery for you with the dead bug, you can change it up, put down the dumbbell and do a typical dead bug, or choose the other variation. Key here is to be intentional with our core. 10 seconds left. Great work. 3, 2, 1. All right, toes to knees push-ups. So pushing up on our knees and coming back down on our toes. Alternatively, you can do wall push-ups or push-ups on a bench, whatever you feel comfortable with. Good. Focusing on that slow eccentric, that's what's going to make the work happen. Fantastic. Fifteen seconds left. Being cognizant of where we're placing our hands. The closer we place our hands in, the more work we're putting on our triceps. The further you shift your hands out, the more work we're putting into our chest. 3, 2, 1, grab a dumbbell for our Russian twists or hop on your chair for your seated arrowhead sit-up. Perfect. The Russian twist, we're going side to side and then we're elevating one leg, then we'll elevate the other leg, and then we'll elevate them both. The more we get into that seated position, the more we're going to work through our core. More balance component is also involved. "15 seconds left. We might start feeling this now. You're doing great. Keep pushing through. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank to down dog plus toe touch. You can do this one on a chair or a bench as well. If you choose to do the chair variation, you can do a leg raise at the end. Perfect. Opposite hand, opposite foot, and switching to our mountain climbers. Focus on driving our knees up fast, putting them right back. It's almost like a hopping motion. As soon as one foot's back on the ground, we want the other foot driving up. Alternatively, you can do it on a chair or take it just a bit slower. Listen to what your body says to you. 3, 2, 1, walking glute bridge. Laying on our back, we're going to raise up through the legs, keeping our hips up high and palms up to the sky. Alternatively, you can do a heel drag, which is going to work your hamstrings and glutes. Good, being intentional while contracting through the hamstrings and glutes. 3, 2, 1. Good. Right back into that plank to down dog plus toe tap. As you raise up onto that down dog, you might feel some stretching through the hamstrings if it's a little bit tight. Good. 3, 2, 1. Mountain climbers. This one's increasing our cardio. Get your heart beating a little bit faster. Great work. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Walking glute bridge onto our back, raising up through the hips and raising each knee. The higher we raise our hips, the more we contract our glutes. Great work. We're almost through our second set here. Two, 1, and break. Great work. I want you to assess how your body is feeling right now. Grab a drink of water. If you have any aches and pains, go to the other variation or skip the exercise and wait for an in-person session to discuss it with us. All right. Let's do it one last time. And we'll go in 3, 2, 1. Dead bug on steroids. Keeping tight through the core. For this one, choosing a weight that's appropriate for you to work our core. If it's too heavy and you feel any pain in the shoulders, go down with weight. Or if your shoulder mobility isn't as fantastic as it could be, you can also drop the weights down a little bit. Good. 20 seconds left. Keep it up. Five, 4, 3, 2. Let's go to those toes to knee push-ups or push-ups on the wall or chair. Up to you and what you're feeling. Good. Focus on that slow eccentric movement down and then pushing up on your knees. Great. I want you to think back to our first 2 sets and how many you've done. I want you to think if you can get even further this round through. Fifteen seconds left. Three, 2, 1. Russian twist. Grabbing our dumbbells, twisting through our core, tightening up through the core, raising one leg, then the other, and then both. With the the seated arrowhead sit-ups, bring your hands in front of you together and then overhead when we sit up. Fantastic. 15 seconds left. Maintaining that control through your core, keeping it tight. 5, 4, 3, 2. Plank to down dog plus toe taps. You can do this one from a chair as well. Sending our hips up high, opposite hand, opposite foot. Awesome. In that planking position, be aware of what your core is doing. We don't want to see that over excessive dip. And we're going to switch into our mountain climbers. Driving our knees up fast. Alternatively, you can take it from a higher position or slow it down just a little bit. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Walking glute bridge. Flip over, keep your hips up high, and drive each knee up. Good. Alternatively, you're going to do your heel drags. This is another really good exercise. If you're a desk jockey, doing this one in your spare time is fantastic. And switching back to our plank to down dog plus toe touch. By now, you'll start noticing your heart rate increasing as we've done a few sets of our cardio circuit now. Good. 3, 2, mountain climbers. Driving those knees up, keeping it fast, being light on our toes. Try and make as little sound as you can on the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, walking glute bridge, lifting our hips up and raising legs up alternating. The other one is our heel drag, sitting on the edge of the chair, tighten up our glutes and pulling our heels in toward us. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. We're going into a break now, but while we take our break, I'm going to start describing our next set of exercises. So our next set is going to be a dumbbell deadlift and bent over row. So this one hinging forward at the hips, then doing a bent over row. Next one we're going to do is the super fun inchworm to jump squat, which is we're going to inchworm down, rotate 180 degrees, rotate again, and then do another inchworm. Each time I want switching directions. Next one up, we will need a band. We're going to do our lat pull down, bringing it wide and then narrow. This one's really good with a medium to heavy resistance band. Up next is a power knee. So this is part of our 20-second circuits now. This one's more focused on our cardio. After that, we're going to do our lateral hops, fast side to side, or a lateral shuffle. Last but not least, we're going to go into 4 high knee, 4 butt kicks. This goes again pretty fast, driving our knees up 4 times and kicking our butt 4 times. Alternatively, you can slow it down for our variation. So I'll let you guys grab your dumbbells and your resistance bands, and we'll get right into it. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're doing our dumbbell deadlift and bent over row, or our Romanian deadlift. So our dumbbell deadlift with a bent over row, we're going to hinge forward at the hips, bend over row, raising our arms up through our elbows, squeezing through our middle back, and then standing up again, squeezing through our glutes and our hamstrings to bring us up to the top. Alternatively, our Romanian deadlift, hinging forward at the hips, keeping our dumbbells close to our shins, up to the top. Good. When you're standing up, I want to see you squeeze through your glutes. There's only 10 seconds left. Keep crushing this. 3, 2, 1. Inchworm to squat jump. So we're going to inchworm, shuffling our hands all the way forward. Do a squat jump, rotating 180 degrees, and then walking our hands back out into that plank position. And then choosing to alternate to the other direction. Alternatively, you can do this one on a chair, stepping your feet back, and then walking them forward and going to a full stand. This one, again, be careful that it's on a non-slip surface or against a wall so it doesn't slip out from underneath you. As well, you might want to wear, you might want to take off your socks if you're finding it's a little slippery. Good. Powering up through that jump component. 3, 2, 1. Grabbing our resistance bands. We're going to do our lat pull down, bent and straight arm. With this variation, I want us to have a staggered stance, 1 foot in front of the other, and then pulling down with bent elbows, straightening them out and pulling down with straight arms. Alternatively, you can be doing a bent over row, hinging forward at the hips, keeping our palms facing toward each other. I want us to bring our elbows up and squeeze through our middle back. Fantastic work. Keep it up. Only 15 seconds left and we'll go into the cardio section. 5, 4, 3, 2, power knee. For this one, we're going to be in a staggered stance, driving our foot backward and then forward, switching after 5. Good. 5 power knees and switch to the other side. Alternatively, you can do a slow-mo march. Opposite arm, opposite leg. And we're going to switch into our lateral hops, fast side to side, making as little noise as we can. This one's all about being quick and increasing our heart rate. Alternatively, you can do a lateral shuffle, doing a step to squat, and then a sideways lunge. I want you to treat it like there's a hurdle in the way that you have to step over. 3, 2, 1, 4 fast high knees, and then 4 butt kicks. Goal here is being light on our feet, landing on the front part of our foot, Alternatively, you can be doing the low impact version with your arms. Good. And switching right back up to the power knees. So stagger your stance. Good. After 5, switch sides. And I want you to drive your arms into this as well. 3, 2, 1, lateral hops. Fast on your feet, side to side. Good. I want you to keep these jumps firm, transferring the energy through our Achilles tendon. And switch. We're going to our fast high knees and 4 high knees, 4 butt kicks, fast feet. Otherwise, you could do the low impact version. Keep it to a tempo that you feel comfortable with, yet challenging. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was first round through. Fantastic. Feel free to grab some water, change out your playlist a little bit, and we're going to go through it again. I hope you're enjoying this so far. I know I am. These are a lot of fun. All right, let's get back into it. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. We're going to go into our dumbbell deadlift with a bent over row. So deadlift with the weights by your side, and then do a bent over row with palms facing in. This one I want squeezing through our middle back. Alternatively, you can be doing a Romanian deadlift, keeping our dumbbells along the front of our legs, palms facing to the back, and hinging through the hips, squeezing through the glutes to stand. I want a slight knee bend here, but it is not a squat. Great work. 10 seconds left. Keep it up. 3, 2, 1. Inchworm to squat jump. So bring our hands out, then back in, and jumping, doing a 180-degree rotation, and going back to that inchworm. And switching which way we're turning. If you're having issues with the rotation with the jump, you can also stand up and jump almost like a burpee. Alternatively, you can do this one on the chair, walking your feet out and walking it back in. This one, I want to try to keep our legs straight, feeling a stretch through our hamstrings till we get to the top. Only 10 seconds left. Time flies when you're having fun. 3, 2, 1, and lat pull down, grabbing our resistance bands, bending at the elbows, bringing it down to a lat pull down, and then a wide lat pull down, bringing our arms out straight. Alternatively, we're doing our bent over rows with our, having hinging forward at the hips, maintaining a neutral spine. If I were to put a dowel along your back, it would connect between your head, upper back, and your sacrum. If you're not having this, try to readjust your position with that neutral spine. Great work. You can even pause this video for a quick second if you need to realign your spine, grabbing a broomstick or a dowel, putting it along your back just to see how it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, going into our 20-second power knees. Being in a staggered stance, I want you to drive your knee forward while bringing your arms down. Fantastic. Alternatively, we'll do the slow-mo march, opposite arm, opposite leg raising up. 3, 2, 1, lateral hops, quick feet, side to side. Good. Landing softly on the balls of our feet. We're going to use that elastic energy stored up in our tendons to jump side to side. Alternatively, we'll do our lateral shuffle, stepping over a hurdle, squat, and then lunge. And fast, high knees, butt kicks, 4 of each, and then switch. Otherwise, you can do the low impact variation, still driving up our knees 4 times, and then 4 butt kicks. And switch. We're going back into a power knee. Fantastic, driving up our heart rate, keeping at a tempo that challenges you. Three, 2, 1, lateral hops. Ooh, jump the gun, lateral hops, there we go. fast on our feet. Good. Otherwise, doing a step over a hurdle, squat, and lateral lunge. Perfect. 2, 1, 4 high knees, 4 butt kicks. Challenge yourself here. Good. 10 seconds left. Keep it up. 3, 2, 1. Grab some water. Take a breather. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to get into our very last circuit. If you're feeling that this workout was enough for you and you feel tired, feel free to supplement this very last circuit set with a break and some stretching and some deep breathing. Other than that, let's do it one more time. Perfect. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Dumbbell deadlift with a bent over row. Choosing a weight that's challenging for you. Good. Again, focus on that neutral spinal position. I don't want to see crazy arches in your back. Just as we do in our warm-up series, bring our back in neutral position such that if we had a dowel, it would touch the top of our head, top of our shoulders, and our sacrum. 15 seconds left with this exercise. When standing up, squeezing up through the glutes and hamstrings to stand up. When bending over, you're going to feel a stretch through the hamstrings, and that's a good place to stop. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inchworm to jump squat. This is a super fun exercise. Great mobility component as well as power component since we're doing that fast jump and spin. Alternatively, do a full stand at the end of our inchworms. Good. You're either doing those small hand motions forward or little foot motions forward and backward. 15 seconds left. Doing great. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grabbing our band. We're going to do our lat pull downs with a staggered stance. Good. Bent elbows and then bring it out to straight arms. So when we can start feeling in our back as well as our lats. Perfect. We want this band coming behind our head. Putting it in front would be a very uncomfortable slide. So we want to put this one behind us and straightening out our arms, doing a bent and a straight. Otherwise, we're doing our bent over row with the hinge. And switching to our power knee, driving our knee up fast and bringing it behind us. Great work. Alternatively, doing our slow motion march. And 3, 2, lateral hops. Fast side to side. They're just little hops. It's not big hops jumping over something. I just want that fast side to side motion. Perfect. Alternatively, doing our lateral shuffle, doing a step, squat, then lateral lunge, just like we're trying to get over a hurdle, then under a hurdle. 3, 2, 1, 4 high knees, 4 butt kicks. Doing great job. Keeping up the energy and your pace with this one. We only have a minute left in our workout. You're doing great. Three, 2, 1, back to power knee. This is your last power knee. Make it count. Staggered stance, driving your knee up, driving your arms down. Three, 2, 1, and lateral hops, going fast side to side. Great work. We're approaching our last 30 seconds here. And 3, 2, 1. We're going to our 4 high knee, 4 butt kicks. I want you to think back to our workout and how you feel. And I want you guys to pat yourself on the back for how much work you put into this. Great job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that concludes this workout. Feel free to complete a cool down, walk around a little bit, do some stretches or some 3D breathing. Fantastic work today, and thanks for showing up.